What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Ben the Bobian, back with the NBA Draft Podcast. The last one for the draft tonight. We have a special guest today on today's podcast, my good friend, Ivan Rafinha. Let's give him a call.
Hello.
Hey, Ivan, what's going on? Welcome to the NBA Draft Podcast.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me.
So a lot of things going on today in the NBA Draft world. Let's start at the top. We know Karl Anthony Towns won number 1, and we're now hearing that number 2, even though we all thought it would be Okafor, will now be D'Angelo Russell to the Lakers, and that might be making a play for Boogie Cousins, for Kevin Love, for LaMarcus Aldridge, whatever it is. But me and you as Knicks fans, let's focus on the pick 4 of the Knicks. By all count and purposes, if one of the top 3 guys falls to the Knicks, we're going to take him. But it's looking that's not going to happen, whether it's a trade-up, wherever it is. It's looking at the top 3 picks in whatever order, whatever team will be Towns, Russell, Okafor. So you, Ivan Rafinha, sitting there at number 4, what would you do? Make a pick, trade back, what would you do with this pick?
In my opinion, you take no risk. You stick with Justice Winslow. He's the safest player in the draft, the best defender in the draft. He brings you not only defense, he brings you offensive presence. He can drive, he can shoot, penetrate, dish. You know, he slashes. He's got it all, in my opinion. His ceiling is high. He could do a lot of damage on day. I see him being an all-star in the next 3-4 years, honestly.
I have to agree with you there. I think if you sit at that pick, you know, the other guys are hearing are Kristaps Porzingis. The guy's unproven. He's 19 years old. He's not strong enough. He has talent, but who knows with this guy. And we don't have the luxury of being patient in this town, so we don't have the time for him to grow in 2-3 years. And the other guy you hear there is...
No, we don't have... New York doesn't have patience for out-of-towners. We need guys that want to...
Well, another guy you hear is Mario...
Trained by the U.S. coaches.
I agree.
We have no faith in someone 7'1" who can only shoot. Someone 7'1" should have a low-post game, should be able to defend, should be able to do it all. But you know what? He's got a lot that he's got to learn. So
I agree with you there. And then we have our friend Jay Cordvani, who's a big fan of Mario Hezonja, the guard who plays for Barcelona out of Croatia. And, you know, he's very athletic. He can shoot the ball. He looks great on tape. But, again, he hasn't played here. And it's a little bit of a risk. But I think it's less of a risk than Porzingis because he has the ability to shoot and penetrate and attack. But my views on Justice Winslow, I agree with you, are that, A, for his position, whether he plays the 2 or the 3, if you want to play someone next to Melo, I think he's the ideal guy because he could defend anybody from 1 to 4. He could rebound with anybody. He reminds me a lot of Defensive Player of the Year out of San Antonio Spurs, I'm forgetting his name. What was his name again? From San Diego State. Kawhi Leonard, yeah. And Kawhi couldn't shoot when he came into this league. Justice can shoot when he came into this league. And Justice is the same size as Kawhi. I think same athleticism also. That's my comp. I think he might be a better offensive Kawhi Leonard, which is a crazy comp for a number 4 pick. That's why I would take him at 4.
Agreed.
Even if he doesn't have...
One thing...
And I don't think Kawhi Leonard's an NBA superstar. I don't think he can carry a team on his own. Whereas I think Towns, Okafor, Russell eventually... I think Towns,
Okafor, Russell... you're right. He's got the proper surroundings to make him a great player.
But that's why I think that next to Melo, if you're going to play someone next to Melo, he's a good pick. The thing is, though, do you want to build a team around Melo anymore? I don't think so. I also think Melo would be a really bad influence on Justice.
The Knicks' current plan is to build around Melo. And one thing everyone forgets about is friendship is a big factor. You got to have good relationships on the court. Melo and Justice were seen at a Yankee game hanging out together a few months back. I think they got the friendship already. They're going to bring it to the court. They're going to add a few missing pieces, and I think they're going to have a solid team this year.
Mm-hmm. And what are your thoughts about Emmanuel Mudiay?
Again, another guy that hasn't been playing in this country. Not sure what his competition was out there. I don't agree with guys coming from the international leagues, coming to the U.S., thinking they could bang with the NBA guys. The speed of the game is a lot faster here. The guys are stronger, bigger, faster, all the above. Again, the high risk, low reward there, in my opinion.
Okay, and one more question before I give my next caller a call. What are your thoughts about the Knicks trading back, for instance, for a Frank Kaminsky or a Trey Lyles or whoever it is? but trading back, getting some more assets, and possibly restocking the cabinet, which is pretty bare right now.
You know what, though? I gave that thought. And the players we're going to get back are just as risky. The assets you get back, you could always do things and get assets. I think right now in front of us, we have a great opportunity to take a great player in Justice Winslow. I think you take that and you run with it. That's my opinion. I don't know about trading back. I like where we are. There's a reason we have the pick. Let's take it and run with it.
Okay. Thanks so much, Yvonne, and hopefully I'll see you tonight if everything works out for you, right?
All right, Ben.
All right, take care, buddy. Take care.
You're the man.
All right, bye. Okay, guys, that was Ivan Rafini, a good friend of mine. Our next phone call will be another good friend of mine. He's a member of the Knicks chat, and he's a member of both Bubba E and Men. He goes by the name of Kevin Hummus Hakimi. Let's give him a call. 647-158.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Come on,
automatic
Kevin.
voice message.
Guys, hold on 1 second, sorry. One second, guys. Okay, I've called him on his office line. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the hold up. Sorry. Keep messaging me on GChat. 212-730-1855.
Hello.
Hey, Kevin. How's it going? Welcome to the NBA Draft Podcast.
Hey, Ben. How are you?
Good,
Thanks for having me on.
Welcome back from the poker notes. Hope everything is going well.
Good, thank God. How's it going? I'm sitting here at my desk with D'Angelo Russell jersey.
Yeah, I saw the picture. I mean, just got off the phone with a good friend Ivan Rafini, and this Russell thing. I hope it's true. I mean, I would die for him.
That guy Ivan's not really a Knicks fan. You shouldn't be talking to him.
Yeah, but he gave me a call in, so we had a chat with him. He has been in multiple NBA finals recently, so I think he has a little bit of clout.
He just lost his last 2 NBA finals.
That's true.
I
That's
don't
very
think he should
true.
be on again.
And also, he's not invited to Joel's house tonight, so it's a lot of whatever. Anyway, back to the thing with Kevin. Listen, D'Angelo Russell's a guy that I think we all want for the Knicks, but unluckily for us, for some reason, we fell out of the top 3 of this draft. If we were sitting there at 2, you would take Russell or Okafor, I think, even. We're so high on him. But it's not going to happen. Even if we wanted to trade up in the top 3, we had nothing to give to get up to the top 3. So we're going to be sitting there at 4.
Can't even trade with Philly.
We can't do anything. We're sitting there at 4. We have to figure out who we take at 4 or do we trade back. Let's say you're the GM, so what I'm asking everybody. If you're the GM, you're sitting there at 4. In about 4 hours from now, let's say, what would you do?
It's very simple. That's Benjamin. You draft Emmanuel Mudiay at point guard. Nobody else should be considered.
Emmanuel Mudiay. Okay.
I wouldn't even trade down. Because you're going to get stuck with a Trey Lyles or a Frank Kaminsky or that idiot from Latvia, Kristaps Porzingis.
I agree with you on Mudiay. I think he's got a lot of talent. I think he's the best prospect left in the draft in terms of upside and talent. But let me ask you a question, Kevin.
Sure.
This is the New York Knicks you're talking about. When was the last time we hit on a prospect like this? We don't hit on these prospects. Who do you think is a better idea to play it safe, take a guy like Justice Winslow here, who you know you're getting an elite defender with him, you're getting a guy that can shoot, a tough guy, a guy that will be on this team and play very well for us, or you think he might be...
pick in the draft is Justice Winslow. Hands down.
I'm sorry?
He's going to be the safest pick in the draft is Justice Winslow.
So you're saying... So you as a Knicks fan would rather go with upside over safety?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with you on that.
He's going to be just a solid player.
I agree with you there. I just, I've worried about Moody coming to this town and playing here. Number one, him playing with Melo, he's a guy that wants the ball in his hands at all times. Melo's a guy that wants the ball in his hands at all times. I think in this offense, in this triangle, they're looking for a point guard that can shoot the three and that could penetrate, but doesn't need to be a ball, a guy that needs the ball in his hands at all times. And Moutier projects to be like a John Wall or Derrick Rose, you would hope, and that's a guy that can't really play with Melo. Like I asked before, do you want to build a team around Melo or do you want to build a team around Moutier? If you're taking Emmanuel Moutier, then I think Melo's got to realize this isn't his team anymore. It's Moutier's team now. Do you agree with that comment?
And Melo is stubborn, so I don't think he wants that flashy type of guy. He wants to be
the
team.
star.
So I think Melo, from a stubborn perspective, would want Kristaps Porzingis because Melo would still have the spotlight.
Interesting. Anyways,
Ben, I'm gonna end it on this. This might be the last time I'm calling into your show because if the New York Knicks draft Frank Kaminsky, I'll probably kill myself. So this might be the last time I'm talking to you.
Kevin. All right, buddy. Have a good one. Take care.
All right, Ben. Take care.
Bye-bye.